Hi guys, thank you so much for stopping by to my channel. And if this is your first time, as I always say, make sure to hit the subscribe button. If this is not your first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure to like this video before leaving or when you're done with this video. So this video has been requested like several times, and I've been saying that, oh okay, let me just chill when I'm a bit stable. I've gotten like more filming equipment and all that stuff that I was gonna do and have a video about how I film for YouTube and Instagram. But a lot of people have told me that that it's now that they really need it, because if you're just starting out and you don't have a lot of money to get all this, like the stuff I plan on getting, that it would be a very good video. So I was like, oh okay, because when I searched, I couldn't find like a lot of videos, and the ones that I saw, they were mostly just talking and talking. It was boring, and they didn't like actually show you. So there are very few videos that would show you how they film and all that stuff. But anyways, if you know me, you know that I don't hide stuff from you guys. So I always love to share knowledge with people, because I want people to progress as well. That's basically it. So this video is going to be divided into three. I'll first of all be talking about camera, and then I'll go into lighting, and then I will do talk about background and setting. I hopefully will do another video where I'll show you guys how I edit my videos for YouTube and for Instagram. If you would like to see that video, make sure to leave a comment in the comment section. So let's get started. So first and foremost, you need to have a camera. You don't have to have like a professional DSLR camera, but you just need to have a good phone. And even if you don't have a good phone, just have a phone that has like a good camera. And a lot of people, the mistake they make is when they are filming, because they don't have like a professional camera, they feel, oh, I can film blah 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 and all that stuff. Girl, if you have an Android phone, as long as you have a smartphone with a camera, a good camera, because I know that there's some like Nokia phones that have cameras that are not good. So if you have a phone that has like 13 megapixel back camera, that you're good to go. And I always use my back camera to film. As you can see, I'm using my back camera to film. But however, what I do is that this is a mirror, so I occasionally put it in front of the camera to make sure that it's recording and that I'm in focus. And because I use an iPhone, I'm always in focus. And if you're not in focus, and if you're using like the formal iPhones that their focus is not that great, so let me just summarize it. Always use your back camera to film. Always clean your camera before filming. I'm going to show you. So this is my thumb. So if you put it on the camera, let's just get there. You're walking about, you're doing all that stuff, and by the time you just touch your camera, so if your hand will touch the camera, and then it becomes smeared, and then you see it becomes like a bit blurry. It irritates me when I see videos where it's all blurry. I could tell that the camera they used is very dirty. So what you can do is, I always use a piece of cloth, and it's better to use not yet. And it's always good to use what is it called, cotton material, to clean your camera. So always clean it, that way your video comes out very sharp and crisp. Then second, I've already told you to always use your back camera. If you're using like an iPhone upwards, you can use the front camera, but you can tell that the back camera is way better than the front camera. Even when you're taking pictures, when I'm taking pictures, I always use my back camera. So let's talk about phones. So I was using a Tecno phone when I started my YouTube channel, and it was giving me great videos. If you think I'm lying, I'm going to leave a card where I use my Tecno video to film, and you'll see the quality. The quality was just great. But I had to download an app that replaced my camera, so it lets my phone record in the highest possible quality. So I'm going to leave the link to that video. Actually, I did a video of when I was using an Android, so I'm going to leave the card up here or I'll just leave it in the description box so you can go watch that video if you're using an Android phone. So you don't have to use a Gengen phone, but let's say have like a good camera. As long as you have a 13 megapixel at the back, you're good to go. I'm also aware that there's some 8 megapixel back camera that are great, but the higher the better. And if you can't afford, thankfully iPhones are now very affordable, so you can always get an affordable iPhone, and even with your 5S you get like good quality. But if you want, like if you really want to invest, I would advise you get like a 7 Plus, and if you have the money, then X, because X is always like better. Anywho's, so that's it with camera. I think I've covered everything pretty much with camera. There's also an app you can download on from your app store to help you record, but it's paid for, so I didn't get that. But I know a lot of people, I know some people use it, but my camera quality is already top notch as it is, because I mean the quality is like crazy. If you're watching it, you literally would think I used a DSLR camera to filming, as you know, whereas I didn't even use that. I'm just using my phone. Oh, I forgot to mention the phone that I'm using. I used to use on this channel, I kind of like upgraded, but right now I'm using an iPhone X to record. I think I've pretty much covered everything about camera. Now let's talk about lighting. Lighting is very, oh my goodness, good, like very important. Like even, and the most if you have like good sunlight coming to your room, if you're living upstairs in a flat, you're good to go. You literally just need a table, a chair, and a tripod, and you're good to go. But I use a ring light. Which I will show you in a bit. I use a ring light, so I'll show you. Don't worry. I use a ring light. I'm going to show you that because we stay downstairs and there's just one window in my room, and because it's downstairs, there's not enough sunlight come. Even when I'm chatting with my friend, you know, video call with my fiance and all that stuff, it's always dark. Well, not very dark, but you can tell that, oh, they literally have to ask me, oh, what time is it? So that's crazy. So but if you're living upstairs and you have a window where there's enough sunlight, trust me, you just need a table, a chair, and a tripod, and you're good to go. So there are different types of lighting. However, if you haven't gotten any lighting, and if you have, I think it's even better, you get a soft box. I think you can, if you have like 40k ish, you can get like a pair of soft boxes, so you have one here and one here, and that's good. So if you have the money, you can get 2 soft boxes and 1 ring light. But for me, I only use a ring light. Like right now, I wanted to get soft boxes, but that's just a lot of money, so I just felt, oh, why not just invest that in getting like more makeup stuff. So that's aside. But if you're planning to get a ring light, I suggest you get a soft box, because that is actually better. It gives you like a good diffused light that looks closer to like what you see in a beauty shoot, because ring lights are a bit harsh. And okay, yeah, I also want to mention, anyway, you'll see it when I show you, like, you know, behind in front of the camera, so you'd see, you know, the setting and all that stuff. Next, I think I've talked about lighting. So the next is setting and background. So for background, you can see that I'm just using a wall. If you zoom out, you definitely see the wall. So this is just the wall in my room, and I just put a chair, move my table, move my ring light to the side, face my camera, and that's basically how I record. When I was filming at this part of my wall, because it's orange and there's like a wire, so I couldn't really use that wall, so I used to use a material. So I have one. If you've watched my video, you'll know that I also have one navy blue suede, and this is the second one. It's a pink fabric cotton actually, and I got this about 600 naira. For 2 yards, that's about 1,200 naira, and I got this at Oshodi. But if you're in Lagos, you can definitely get it for cheaper, at a cheaper price. So if you want to get fabrics, that's fine, but clipping it is another thing. So my mom helped me to nail the wall, so one nail at one side, one nail at the other side. So I just use like clips, you know, the clips they use for spreading clothes, to hold it at both sides, and then use a paper tape to hold the, you know, the sides of the fabric. But it was so frustrating because I'll be filming and the fabric will be moving and then the fan will just be blowing. It was so annoying. So I discovered that I could actually just film at this side, and I kind of like it. So hopefully you know, if you can paint your wall white. So another thing I want to say, depending on the kind of look you're doing, I always advise that you just use like a very plain color behind you, so that the focus is on your face. Like this wall is like cream, so obviously I'm the focus, but if it's pink, yellow, it's kind of like fighting to get your attention. So that's a bit I mean, you can absolutely do that, but that's just a piece of advice. So I always like to do like neutral colors. Like, so if you have black, no, sorry, don't ever do black. So white is perfect, and then you can just play around with colors. You can even do the halo stuff. I haven't quite figured out how to do that, but I got a lamp, so I think you just put the lamp behind, and then the lamp reflects on the fabric, so it gives you like a gradient, radial gradient. So things that you need to film. So I'm just going to quickly show you. So this is a tripod. This is what I used to use to film, but now I just put my phone on my ring light to film, because I find that the lighting is better if I don't know why. Sometimes I even use this. Oh yeah, the reason why I don't use this that often is because my table is very clustered, so, and there's no space to put it, and because of the leg, you would need like a little an ample amount of space. And because I want to put like my makeup stuff, especially stuff that I'll be using on the table, it becomes a problem, and then the camera keeps moving to this. So, but this is very good. You can see that it's a selfie stick. You can actually use it to take a picture and all that stuff. So, but if you open it, it's actually a tripod. I got this at Computer Village for 3,500 naira. There are better ones, if you ask me. If you have the money, you can get the real tripod. I think that's about 6,000 naira. Just get it and get over it. So the one that comes with a phone holder, or you can just buy a phone holder separately. The phone holder, the one I'm using for my ring light, I got it for 2,500 naira. I'm gonna leave the link to the lady that I got it from in the description box, so you can get that. And because you can also use it on your for your, if you eventually get a DSLR camera, it's a great buy. So this is what I use. And oh yeah, sometimes I would kind of like put the mirror, so in case the video is like very far, especially when I'm doing like family tag videos. So I'll put the mirror like this and kind of like and stretch the leg and hold it like this, so that I can see myself and make sure that I'm in focus. So that's if you don't want to do it like use your hand and do like this, you know, come closer, that's fine. So you can use this. So that's what I used to use before, but now I just go closer, just look at the camera to make sure that I'm in focus. I think that's basically it, and with that you can start your channel. So let me just refresh before showing you guys the actual setting. For lighting, oh, I started with camera, so you don't need to have a very fancy camera, you don't need to have a fancy phone, but if you have the money, or invest in a good phone, because the better the phone, the better the camera quality. And always use your back camera. One, always clean your camera lens, your camera area before taking any picture. It will save you a lot of stress, and it's very important. I don't know why people don't clean their cameras. I know when you don't clean your camera, because everywhere will just be blurry and dirty in the picture. Then secondly, just do with what you have. Just start with what you have. Lighting, you don't need to get a ring light, but the only issue is when the sunlight goes, it becomes a problem, because you can't film, especially if you're working or you're a student. So you need to get a ring light. And even if you're getting a ring light, the one I have is rechargeable, so non-rechargeable, sorry. So I can only use it when there's electricity, and because you know how NEPA is, electricity supply is in Nigeria generally, it's a bit difficult, especially if you have a bad gen or you don't have an inverter. and all that stuff. So there's a new design they have now. It's called the rechargeable one. I'm going to leave a link in the description box. So it comes with the battery and it also comes with a charger, so if there's no light you can actually still use your ring light, which is a plus. So if you have the money, great, invest in the ring light. But if you don't kill yourself over it. Just get a good spot in your room where there's enough sunlight and you're good to go. And if you ask me, I think iPhones even work better when you're using natural sunlight, because if I'm outside and I take a picture, it looks way better and sharper and crisper than when I take a picture with my ring light. I mean, it comes out nice with my ring light, but it's better when I take it like with the sunlight. Then for background, you can get any amount, like any fabric, for as low as 600 naira and nail it to your wall, or use a paper tape like I did to just tape it around. Do like I can literally film like 5 videos in one look, one sitting, but most times I do like 4, 3. So, and you don't need that nonsense. So you can just use a wall in your room like I do. And if you have the money, you can just definitely paint that wall that you used to film white, because I like white. I was contemplating doing that, but you know, I just said no need. So then for setting, you need a chair, you need a table, you need a tripod, and you're good to go. So I always plug my phone while I'm filming. And when you're filming, you want to put your phone on airplane mode, but I don't do that because I don't usually my work SIM is on my other small phone, so I don't really receive calls except notifications on this phone, unless my fiance is calling me or a family member is calling me. Those are the people that have this particular number. Yeah, I think that's basically it. I'm just gonna go around. No, my sister is gonna film, you know, the video now, showing you guys what it looks like behind. Okay, it's like when I'm filming, I just sit behind the camera and I use my mirror to make sure that I'm in focus like this, and kind of like see the angle. Yeah, and that's basically it with the, and you can see the ring light that I use. I got this for almost 45k. That was when the ring light was quite expensive, but now with like 30k you can actually get a ring light. And what I do to neutralize the lighting, I use 2 orange diffusers at the side and 2 white diffusers up and below, because the warmth now comes from the side. When I was using the whole package was white, it was too ashy. When I was using the whole package orange, it was too warm. So this kind of like, you can just play around with it, but this works perfectly for me. And sometimes I even use, I have a lamp that I just put here for extra lighting, but my mom took it, so that is by the side. That's basically it. You can see this is the wall that I use. This is a wall in my room. I actually have to move my bed to the side and move this table here, so I can put like all the stuff that I use on the table, and you know, kind of like work my magic and that stuff. So you can see that it's just simple. So let me show you another thing. So whenever I want to take like pictures, most times I just do collage for my thumbnails, but these days I want to be doing like, because collage now makes your channel feed look like a lot. So so if you want to take pictures like landscape pictures, you just put your phone like this and take it like so. I'm gonna stop the video now. Okay, so you just put your picture, you have to stop the video and then go to picture. So I just kind of like use my mirror to monitor it and move to picture. I usually use portrait mode for all my pictures. Like portrait mode gives your pictures like this beauty shoots, like your skin is on fleek and all that, and then it blurs the background, so you don't really see like all the dirt and all that stuff on the wall. So what I do is this is the volume key, I just press it. So another thing you can also do, okay, yeah,
I'm gonna take a picture.
No, can you see that white button there? Tap it. That is for taking picture. That's basically it. So another thing that I want to mention, if you have like poor audio, you can put your earphone, connect it to your phone and just put it close by, because it can also serve as a mic. You know, when you pick up calls, the way people hear you, it's the same way, so it makes your voice clearer and all that stuff. So you can just, you know, just put it somewhere. You can put it in between your shirts like this, and that's it. That's basically. Next, I'm going to show you guys how I take my pictures if my sister is not around or if my mom is not around. So I'm going to stop the video. You can see that I'm using my mirror to do is I move it. And okay, yeah, another thing you want to do when you're recording, you can see how my camera is. This side should always be to the left and it should be at the bottom, because if it's above, you'd have to rotate it when you're editing. But like this, it should always be like this. The camera should be by your left and the camera should be down, not up. But it depends on what you're going for, but it should always be by your left. That way you don't have to rotate it, because if you do it like this and you're recording, or sorry, if it's like this and you're recording, if it's by your right, if you're editing, you need to rotate your camera, and that's not good. I tap on the portrait mode like this and hold the camera like this, so you can see that my earphone is connected to it. So I kind of use a mirror to check my face to see, oh yeah, this is okay, yeah, I'm in focus. Then I stay put like that and then take it. So, but most times when my sister is around, I just ask her to take my pictures, and you can see that the pictures, well, at least I got like 2-3 pictures that I can actually use. So see this one, and that's basically how I take my pictures. Yeah. And that's it, guys. So I'm going to if you need me to do a video of how I edit and edit my pictures and edit my videos, leave a comment in the comment section. I would happily do that for you. I'm sorry that this video took a while, because I was just a bit set off when people kept on asking me, oh, how do you film? And I had a video already on my YouTube. So if you're using an Android phone, check the description box. You're going to see a video, though that's a bit amateurish, but I mentioned some apps that could actually help you in your filmmaking. No matter, like, see, if you're using it, like I was using a Tecno, and if you see the quality of the video that my Tecno was taking, it was mind-blowing. So of course iPhones are better, but the quality was still crazy. I'm going to leave a link, a card. Just click the card up here so you can watch that video and see for yourself. So if you're using an Infinix, I got you. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Until my next video, I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Don't forget, everybody is beautiful, but not everyone sees it. Bye.